Welcome back to the channel and another episode in the MRS project. Now that the interior, the front, most of the rear is taken care of, it's time to focus back on the original focus of this whole project, and that's the engine. So what you'll see here is me putting more of the components onto the engine, like spark plugs, fuel injectors, the wire harness, flywheel and clutch, starter, transmission, like basically getting it all together so it's ready to go into the car. Well, this video is probably going to be pretty long, so let's get started. Well, after putting in 4 of these, thinking I was recording, I wasn't. I just had the camera on, so now I'm going to torque them all to 18 foot-pounds. Let's put these coil packs on here. So I'm just gonna finger tighten these because looking at this screw hole here, I have a feeling the harness rests in this channel and gets bolted to that. And then if I gotta undo these, it's just a lot quicker. Huzzah, new spark plugs. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna spend a few dollars and buy new bolts for these. Are they needed? Absolutely not, but they just look so much nicer. Fuel injector time. I'm replacing these with some Fuel Injector Clinic 650cc injectors. It's important that these go in order because they're flow matched, and I can scale precisely within the PFC. Now we use some of that sweet brand new hardware. And now for the fuel rail. Pushes on. Remember, this already had the new fasteners. And if you're wondering, yes, I did paint the fuel rail. This little sort of go-between connector, one that came off the car, the little keep piece busted off, so wait quite a while to get a replacement from Toyota. However, the wait wasn't really for this, it was for another part that I was waiting on, but they're in the same order, so here we go. I wasn't sure what all the new one was going to come with, so I retained this little rubber piece. It's like a watertight thing, and this little keep mechanism. Both were included in the new one. The new one is a different color, not that it matters, but the actual parts manual lists it as dark gray. So if you're pulling out an OEM one, just know that it would be that color. So all we really got to do is push this one in. Yep, and you hear the little click. Push that guy in. Huzzah! It is ready to go. Now we've got the knock sensor connected. Let's go ahead and get some of the wiring harness plugged in here while it's easy to get access to this, and then we'll get started on the intake manifold. Click. Oh, come on. Alright, well, apparently this one's brittle too, so I gotta find another one of these. Now to depin this guy. Here's the replacement. Different color, same connector. Then remove or slide this piece out. Basically just push them out. Should slide forward. Alright, so this catch is actually up higher, and you click it down to lock it into place. I double checked the footage to make sure I was putting the pins in the right locations, and I am. Those two are clicked in, and use a screwdriver to and that's how it's done. Now for that oh so satisfying there it is. Once I've got everything clipped in, I'll probably just secure this so it's kind of out of the way. Throw a new gasket on here, put the intake on. I'm going to clean this first, or clean it up a bit first, and then get going. First, we're going to pull the old gasket out. Little tabs indicate the orientation in which it goes. This one out. And in place. Yep. Area nobody will see, but you know, we'll wipe some dust off of this anyway. Next step is to put these studs into the top. This thing on. This is just, it doesn't immediately fall off. All these are new fasteners, of course, because if you're gonna blow a budget, you might as well blow it in style, right? Start with the middle. That is significant because that clicks this guy on. And this sets the position. That sets the position for these other ones. This, get a new one of these. This one goes inside. Pull the old one out. Put the new one in. It only goes in one way due to the shape. This. Use this. This is brand new, so it's going to seat to it. Blah, 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 blah. I tried with this thing, and I just don't know how to use it, so I'm going to go with what I saw someone else do, which was carefully drill a hole. Now I'm going to thread a screw into there and pry it out. Apparently, watch out for your fucking thumb. These are 5/8 instead of 14 millimeter.
I'm going to use the Toyota blue Loctite on these. After they're all torqued to spec, they need to be rotated 90 degrees. So I'm going to be marking each of them so that I can tell that they've been moved 90 degrees. And then, you guessed it, rotate them 90 degrees. And done. Now it's time to remove the green coating on the flywheel surface. This needs to be removed with acetone, and here I am removing it with a bunch of acetone. Luckily that sticker came off pretty easily with the acetone as well. This whole process, even though you see it being sped up and kind of cut here, this took a long time to get all that green off. I don't really know what it was, but it took a while to get off. But it's done. Look at how shiny. With the flywheel all good to go, now it's time to install the clutch. And let's add a little bit of grease into here for when the input shaft goes in. And now to put the starter on.
Let's first grease this guy up.
Now to install the new ACT release bearing.
Get some on that side. Once I got it through. peg is in, but this wood is partially in the way. So I need to get the other bolts in, get them mostly there, raise the engine just slightly so I can work it in. Yep, new hardware for this one.
All right, that was a lot of stuff put onto that engine, and now it's ready to go into the car. As you saw, I really whacked my thumb pretty hard with that hammer. I know the harness was kind of in the way through a lot of that shot, which I didn't realize at the time. I probably should have looked through the camera before I started doing stuff. But anyway, rear main seal replaced because, while everything's out, you might as well do that, right? Yeah, the whole thing's ready to go into the car. So next episode should see that. So be sure to like and subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment, all that stuff. And you'll be notified when the next one comes up, and hopefully you'll see the engine going in. Thanks for watching.